Welcome to Eagle Eye Broadcasting Daily Announcements with Emily Morrow and Jason Hallbeck. Today is the first day of the week because yesterday we didn't have school due to ice. And a lot of schools in our area don't have school today either.
Yeah, a lot don't have school. But I think it was worse to the east of us than anything.
Even though Ewing is only 18 miles away from us, they still don't have school, but who's complaining, right?
Us. What'd you say, Michaela?
But the roads are pretty slick, so make sure anybody that is driving today.
Yeah, and our parking lot's really bad.
Yeah.
I feel like someone's gonna have a wreck today.
Yeah. This morning Claire was parking and I thought that we were gonna slide into the car in front of us, but we didn't, so. But we had to take my mom's car because my car handle broke due to the ice. Just came clean off. So that was fun.
What, you tried pulling too hard on it?
I don't know, my dad did it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least it wasn't your fault.
Exactly, that's what I said. I said I can't. He said, well, you can take your car, but you're going to have to hold the door shut on your way. And I go, oh, okay, well, I'll do that. But then my mom didn't have to go to school today because Neely had no school today, so she had to go to work. Lucky dog.
No one in that area has school.
Nope, no one. But today, for our announcements, we have JV and varsity girls and boys basketball home with Wagner at 5 p.m. Note, no C-team games and time change. There's actually girls C-team, though, starting at 4. So I don't know why the announcements don't say that. But I know there's girls C-team, there's just not boys C-team. Yeah.
Wrestling triangular at Valentine. O'Neill versus Valentine at 5:30, followed by O'Neill versus Winter. The bus leaves at 1:30 p.m.
And then there's the grades 3 through 6 dance clinic from 3:30 to 4:45 p.m.
For Wednesday, January 18th, Geography bee. Is it the one in the gym?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you like that?
Well, we get out of class for
I
it.
suppose. It's only if your teacher allows you to, though. It's on teacher's discretion.
It's like the last 3 periods of the day, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can get out. But, I remember... Never mind. Thursday, January 19th, there's the wrestling dual home with Madison at 6 p.m. Senior Parents Night for wrestling. Aw, I like Senior Parents Night. And then JV varsity girls and boys basketball at Neely Oakdale at 4 p.m. And then FC's Star presentation night at 6:30 p.m.
Friday, January 20th, we have JV and varsity girls and boys basketball here with GAC.
Woohoo!
Hey, you gotta come to that.
Yeah. And then Saturday, January 21st, is the Boone Central Speech Invite at 8 a.m. The bus leaves at 5:45 a.m. And then the West Holt Junior High Boys Basketball Tournament at 9 a.m. The bus leaves at TBA. And that is one of the only Saturdays that wrestling and basketball don't have anything.
So nice.
It is going to be nice.
I feel like we're gonna have practice.
Probably. I know my family's going out of town for my grandpa's birthday, so yeah. And the Oak Club has Meals on Wheels today. Please take extra precautions as the roads and driveways are very slick. And if you do have Meals on Wheels, we talked to Mr. Hostert, you go at 11, so that's second period, that's next period, and then just get back whenever you can due to the roads and stuff. But I know that you don't have to get you don't have to re-sign your predestin or anything. He's just gonna dismiss us or email the teachers or something. I don't know. He said we'd be covered, so.
There's a track and field camp at the University of Nebraska-Kearney on Sunday, February 12th from 1 to 4 p.m. The link is on the announcements, or you can pick up a registration form from Coach Peterson in room 121. The track team will provide transportation for the camp. We ask that no girls varsity basketball players attend this camp as it is the day before sub-districts.
Darn. The NSAA is looking for sophomores who might be looking on serving on the NSAA advisory board. They will discuss current student issues, assist with various functions, and provide student perspectives on issues. If you're interested, please see Mr. Nick Hostert for an application and details.
Students, if you borrowed calculators from Mr. Rajek, please get them returned to him ASAP. Thank you.
And the AYSO soccer registration will begin on Monday, January 16th. You can sign up using the link that is in the announcements. Also, the flyers are hanging around the school for additional information.
The games Thursday night at Neely will be played as follows. JV girls, 2 quarters, followed by the JV boys, then varsity girls and varsity boys.
All in the same gym, so a nice fun little marathon there in the Neely's gym. And if anybody from Neely is watching, I'm sorry, I'm about to bash your gym. I hate Neely's gym. Hate it.
I don't know the last time I don't know the last time I've been in leadership. 8th grade,
Probably 8th grade.
because wrestling always has something going on.
Yeah. But that's all we have for announcements, so we're going to bring Aurora and Michaela in for the weather. And we're back with another episode of the weather. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. Over in the western part of the state, it's pretty chilly. Scottsbluff around 13, Chadron around 6 degrees. As you move east, it continues to get way warmer, up into the mid-20s. Bedford and McCook looks like the highest part's around 25. The rest of the state looks around 22. O'Neill's currently sitting at 23 degrees. Continue moving east. The southern part of the state, like Hebron and Beatrice and Lincoln, are all upper 20s. Omaha 27. So it looks like it's starting to warm up. Hopefully that ice will start to melt. So now we'll bring on Michaela and do the rest of your daily weather. And we're back. Nice to see you, Michaela.
You too.
Hope nobody had any trouble this morning on the roads. They're real slick.
Yeah, they are. Pretty slick out.
Yep.
In O'Neill right now, it's currently 25 degrees. Feels like 16. It's currently clear and sunny out. 8-mile-per-hour winds out of the west. Wind gusts at around 12 miles per hour. And humidity sitting at about 86% right now.
Into the afternoon, it'll get up to 39 degrees. Feel like 37. Precipitation chances at 10% with winds around 6 miles an hour, and humidity's at about 69%. So hopefully by the end of the day, we can get a lot of that ice melted, because it's like thick on the roads. Into the evening, it'll get down to 25 degrees. Winds at around 12 miles per hour, and humidity at around 72%.
On Wednesday, January 18th, it'll be mainly sunny with a high around 46, feels like 41. Through the night, it'll get down to about 28 with a 0% chance of precipitation, and wind out of the south at around 12 miles per hour. On Thursday, January 19th, it'll be mainly sunny with a few cloud breaks. A high around 43, feels like 37. Through the night, it'll get down to about 32 with a 20% chance of precipitation, and winds out of the south at around 12 miles per hour.
For some records on this day on O'Neill, there was a record low of negative 15 degrees in 1978.
And a record high of 57 degrees in 1986.
So that's all we have for your daily weather today. Now we'll kick it over to Cam and Al in the morning for your sports.
Hey, welcome back. Cam and Al in the morning here. Wonderful Tuesday edition.
Tuesday.
Didn't have school yesterday. That's Al.
That's Cam.
We're going to kick it off. A little Eagle sports news. Basketball today at home against Wagner. Wrestling in Valentine. Oh, pretty self-explanatory there. Good luck to them. And in other news, this weekend we had some good NFL games.
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell is able to lead the Pittsburgh Steelers to a win over Atlanta.
No, Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City. Why am I thinking Atlanta?
I don't know.
Same red team. Atlanta won.
Atlanta creamed the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Not even close. So
Atlanta plays Green Bay in the
no,
division.
Atlanta
Yes,
plays
Green Bay.
Yeah, that's my fault. We're both wrong. It's a Tuesday.
Atlanta plays Green Bay, and Steelers play Patriots for a chance in the Super Bowl. And there's only been one Super Bowl that hasn't featured either Ben Roethlisberger, Peyton Manning, or
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady in like the last 20 years, and this one obviously is going to feature one of those
It was
quarterbacks.
like,
Yeah, it's been like 20 years. It's been like 15 at least.
I'll go get the tweet up.
But anyways, I'm pulling for the Steelers because Le'Veon Bell's the man.
It's gonna be Packers Steelers. I don't know. I'll think about it.
That'd be an old classic. Patriots or just whatever. But yeah, and I
They're
think
good. Can't. What do you mean whatever?
they're not that good.
They're pretty good.
They're not that good.
Okay.
They would have capped off the undefeated season if they were really that good. They didn't. They lost in the Super Bowl.
At least they got there.
Yeah, but they didn't win it. What if we would have got the state championship? We would be like, oh, at least we got there. No, I'm like, we should have won it while we were there,
Yeah.
because you might not ever get back.
But in Tom Brady's case, he's gotten back there.
Yeah, but he hasn't won that many. And
Won
he
3.
shouldn't have won one of them.
Why?
Bad play calling.
What?
Bad play calling. You don't throw a slant on the 3-yard line.
That's what they did. You can't take it back.
Yeah, well, tell you what, I bet Marshawn Lynch would have.
Okay, the Steelers shouldn't be in the championship.
Why?
Should have been a holding call.
Dude, Le'Veon Bell ran for 327 yards. I don't think a holding call takes that away. 327.
That doesn't matter.
327.
The holding call got rid of the 2-point conversion.
300.
That tied the game.
327. Talk to me when you run for 327 yards. That dude put his
Tell me
team
when you
on
do
his
it.
back. I'm not the one taking away from
I'm
it.
not saying that. You're saying how a play call won them a Super Bowl.
A play call, not a ref call.
It's just,
It's two totally different things.
Yeah,
You don't blame the game on the refs. You can blame it on the coach.
you don't blame it on anybody. You blame it on yourself.
Yeah, which in Pete Carroll's case, he blames it on himself. Bad play call. I bet he'll admit
So
that.
Tom Brady says, "Okay, I won that Super Bowl."
No, who says that is Butler, the guy who made the interception. That shouldn't have happened.
So one play determines it.
Yeah, in that case it did. They don't win that Super Bowl unless that guy does that.
Okay, you give the ball to Marshawn Lynch. Somebody makes a tackle at the 1-yard line.
I don't hear it, dude. Marshawn Lynch wouldn't have been stopped. He had like 2 tries at least. 3-yard line, he isn't going to be stopped for a Super Bowl. It's pretty hard to stop a running back at the 3-yard line going in
It's
the
a
NFL.
lot easier than you think.
No, it's not a lot easier than you think. It's hard. Why do you think they give it to the running back at the 3-yard line and they don't throw fades?
They don't normally. You see a lot of fades.
No, you give it to the running back at the 3-yard line.
Not really.
Look it up.
Okay, look it up. I guarantee you half of it.
Look up
Power situation, no. Shotgun, and then maybe to the outside.
No, you just freaking power it up the gut.
No, not that many teams do that anymore, Campbell.
Yes, they.
No,
like
they
every
don't.
team does that.
Not
dude.
really. And it takes them 3 tries to get it in there, actually. We got plenty of time. Trying to find that tweet I'm talking about. What are you looking for?
We'll just go to just a divisional round highlights.
What's this gonna prove?
Well, we'll see if they pounded up the gut when they got it inside. the
What if they
3-yard.
don't get it in there?
Well then,
Why don't you look up statistics for when the ball's at the 3-yard line? What do coaches do? The majority, the percentage. No, most common is that. Okay, what do most people call in the past?
yeah, most common. That's what it would be.
Oh God.
Can a cornerback grab a receiver? I want to run a balance offense. Can I make my tackle? Can the QB?
Okay, this is not gonna answer the question. Yeah, not gonna answer the question.
Command.
Find it? You're not gonna find it. It's not gonna have it here. I want actual percentages. I won't say, oh, the common play is to run the ball. No. Percentage.
What is the percentage of times coach calls a run play inside the 5? Should teams pass or run? Huh. Success rate.
Okay, I stand corrected. I'm wrong. I can say that.
Now, the 1 yard line. I don't know what this means.
I don't either.
From the 1 yard line, the rush rate is 53.8%. It drops at the 2 yard line. Then it just keeps. Oh wait, this is the rush. I don't understand this. They're the.
How much it works?
I don't know. What's SR stand for? Teams that run 7% and are successful 53.88.
Success.
So success rate, rush rate. That's what SR stands for. They're more successful from the 10 yard than they are from the 7 yard line. Actually, they're more successful from the 10 yard line than they are from the 2.
Yeah. Told ya.
Yeah.
Just look. Just go up. Okay. Never mind. What's that?
Pass touchdown rate, rush touchdown rate, 1 yard line. That's an interesting.
Okay. Yeah. Look at that one.
Yeah, but who
Look at
passes?
that one.
I don't think you.
Look at that one.
That's probably on more. That's more of like a running back pass than I bet it's like flat route. I would guarantee that.
Oh, I guarantee you it's not. It's a fade. I guarantee you that no DB
from a
can
2
cover.
yard line, you don't throw a fade. You throw a flat route. Nobody covers
No.
that. Tight end flat or something like that.
You're on pick pass, which is a flat route.
Yeah.
You don't run it.
What do you mean?
It's more successful to pass it inside the 5 yard line than it is to run it.
Okay, but what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to run
Well,
it. And
what's
it-
more for successful?
Well, there's probably also more rushes from inside the 5 yard line than there are passes thrown. Because you try to run it 2 times. and then
your
you try to
success
throw
rate's
it.
higher. It doesn't matter how many times you do it. Your success rate's higher.
Oh yeah, because you don't do it as often. It's just like It's just like I will never have a greater yards per carry average than Justin has yards per reception.
That's totally.
It's the same thing. Your receivers are more. They usually make a bigger play. Running
still
backs are
going 2
grinding
yards.
it out.
But you're still going 2 yards, so it doesn't matter what you're going.
Yeah, I know, but you don't do it as often, which doesn't drop down. Like Justin doesn't get as many touches as I did. So, all right.
See you later.
Welcome to Trending today. Actually, today it is Betty White's 95th birthday. And if you don't know who Betty White is, she's basically TV royalty.
She really is. Like,
She really is. I mean, you start with
they made a GoFundMe page to make sure she lived through 2016.
Yep. I remember that.
People really care about this woman.
They do, because she's a good person. But today we're going to be doing a quiz. It's called Betty White Television Royalty Quiz. And I'm
This isn't
sure
gonna
we're
be
going to
good.
know nothing about it, but it'll be interesting all the same, right? The first question is, Betty Marion White was born on January 17th, 1922, and is the only child of Horace and Tess White. Where did she grow up? Madison, Wisconsin,
I'm
Los
going
Angeles,
Wisconsin.
California, Sacramento, California, or Dallas,
Going with
Texas.
Wisconsin.
During the late 1930s, Betty thrived in high school and was voted the best-looking female by her classmates. Which of these extracurricular activities did Betty participate in? School plays and community theater, all of these, modeling, radio actress. Radio actress. I feel like that's kind of a radio actress. Interesting.
All of them?
All of these. Betty's first big break came in 1949 when she was hired for Hollywood on Television on KLAC. Legendary Los Angeles radio personality Al Jarvis was the host and thought Betty would be the perfect for which role? The phone girl, Mrs. Rogers, Wilma, his wife, or the stage manager?
phone girl.
We're just taking educated guesses here.
They're
Betty
not
was
even educated guesses.
No. Betty was married 3 times in her life. Which popular game show host was her third and most cherished husband? Jack Barry, Gene Rayburn, Alan Ludden, and Geoff Edwards. Geoff. I picked the most normal name, so Jack Barry.
I was gonna say Alan Ludden.
Okay, we'll go with Hallbecks.
I mean, it is my
It is your
quiz.
quiz, I suppose. In 1952, Betty White was one of the few women in Hollywood to have enough power to exert creative control both in front and behind the camera. She co-founded Bandy Productions with 2 male partners and created her own sitcom for which she won her first Emmy. What was the name of the sitcom? The Betty White Show, Life with Elizabeth, The Best Place to Be, or Our Miss Brooks?
Is the Betty White show too simple?
I think it would be, but I think I would guess that even though it's too simple.
I'm going with
I would go with the Betty White Show. Do you suppose we can get a perfect score of missing every single one of them?
I feel like we could.
In 1962, Betty's big screen debut was in Otto Premier's Advise and Consent. However, television still occupied the majority of her time. However, and she did guest appear on sitcoms, panel shows, and was considered the first lady of game shows. On which of these game shows did Betty White not appear? Family Feud, What's My Line, Let's Make a Deal, To Tell the Truth.
Family Feud.
I want to say Family Feud too. The friendship between Betty and Mary Tyler Moore and her producer husband, Grant Tinker, led to her being cast as Sue Ann Nevins in the 4th year of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. What was the name of Sue Ann Nevins' show on WJM? Sue Ann's Happy House, The Virtuous Wife, Domestic Dreams, The Happy Homemaker.
The friendship between Betty and Mary Tyler Moore.
I just pick one.
The Virtuous Wife.
Producers came to Betty White about starring in a new project called The Golden Girls, about 4 single women living together in Miami, sharing the problems and laughs about middle age. Which role did producers originally have in mind for Betty? Blanche Devereaux, Dorothy Zbornak, Rose, or Sophia?
Sophia.
And,
Sophia was the oldest one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what
I don't even know what
you're talking
the Golden Girls
You've never
is.
seen The Golden
I
Girls?
know.
Every episode of the Golden Girls.
I'm gonna
Yes,
say Dorothy.
Hunter.
I'm gonna say Dorothy.
Right. Betty White has made guest appearances on countless television shows. Which of these television shows has she not appeared on? The Love Boat, Fame, The Practice, MASH.
I'd say MASH.
If she was in MASH, I would love to see her on MASH.
I would say MASH.
Dang, Betty White on MASH. Betty White is known for her tireless works on behalf of animals and pets. What pet-related company did she sign to act as their spokesperson in January of 2007? Planet Dog, Pedigree, 1-800-PET-MEDS, or Petco? I would put Pedigree because the rest of them seem fake.
No, they're real.
I know they're real, but I don't think Betty White would sign with them. But maybe she would.
I don't know. Hasn't she been on like those real sad ones?
Maybe. But which would it be? This one?
No, I would just go with Pedigree. No, not Pedigree. I'd go.
I'd say I don't know what Planet Dog is.
Neither do I, but I know what Petco is. I don't think it's Petco though. I'm gonna say 1-800-PET-MEDS.
1-800-PET-MEDS.
I feel like I remember her in one of those commercials.
So the correct answer to the first question was she grew up in Los Angeles, California. We were right with all of these. We were right with the phone girl. We were right with Alan Ludden. Wow, we're on a roll. Oh, but the correct answer to what sitcom she won her first Emmy in was The Life with Elizabeth, not The Betty White Show. And she was on Family Feud, but she wasn't on Let's Make a Deal. I don't understand. Do you suppose she was with her family on Family Feud?
I don't. Oh, I know they bring on like celebrities for certain ones. Oh,
Like
dang
Celebrity Family Feud?
Yeah.
You're right,
Yeah,
you're
it's
right.
like a celebrity and somebody's family, not their family.
it! Dang it!
And then the correct answer, and we got the Virtuous Wife wrong, is actually The Happy Homemaker, the name of Sue Ann Nevins' show on WJM. And she was actually originally had in mind in the Golden Girls was Blanc, not Dorothy.
What was it, Sophia?
Blanc.
Well,
and we were right with MASH, and then we were right with 1-800-PET-MEDS. So we actually got a 50%, which is better than I thought.
The average score for this quiz is
It's 6 out of 10, so we're right under average. We got 5 out of 10. Story of our lives, huh? But that's all we have today for trending. Happy birthday, Betty White, and we will see you tomorrow.